make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Kind of so that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought. Biafra Latago. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought. Biafra Latago.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra Land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 5th day of July, 2025. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. The hour has come for you to tune in and join us on Radio Biafra House of Service, which is coming to you through Radio Biafra London, our mother station. We are on different platforms on Biafra Land in FM, on FM, CHK 102.1. You tune in and be listening. We are on satellite. We are on IPOB Community Radio, which is a very low data consuming application. If you've not downloaded, please try do so. Try doing so. And also, one of the great gifts you can give to your friend or your sibling is to tell him to download IPOB Community Radio. It's on Google Play Store. Also, you can download, in addition, you can download Simple Radio, also on Google Play Store, and or Radio Garden. These applications, they are on Google Play Store in your phones. Once you download now, you search for Radio Biafra London and you'll be listening. It's not difficult. This is a revolutionary radio. Also, you can join us by logging into www.ipob.org. You can log in via different search engines. Some people think that only Google is a search engine. No, there are different search engines. There are many of them, including Yandex, Yandex. Once you log into there, now you go into www.ipob.org. Once you are there, you will see automatically where it is written live broadcasts. Once you click on live broadcast, and you'll be listening to Radio Biafra London. Beside there, you can also donate through PayPal. You can donate and support ESN through PayPal. If you click there, now you go through the procedure and you donate your effort, your support. Nothing is too small and nothing is too big, because ESN, remember, is the last line of our defense. ESN is the last line of our defense. Therefore, we must continue. I hope my voice is coming out. Let me see. Of course, my dashboard, everything is correct. It's okay. But let me verify. Yes. Yes. So, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends onto this revolutionary radio. Today is Saturday, the 5th day of the 7th month, being July 2025. Tata Bobo Chiori. You are welcome onto this sacred platform. It's a holy platform. When you hear holy, this is holy. Because here we say it as it is. Here we genuinely talk about knowledge. Here we genuinely teach ourselves issues and discuss and exchange views for our mental emancipation. That is it. That is why it is sacred. Therefore, we must continue. We see our HDOS in the United Kingdom, and kudos to our people that are there. Therefore, once again, we must continue preaching this gospel because there is never no retreat. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It doesn't matter what our detractors are doing in order to try to hew us down. I am telling you that we must continue. We must continue. We must continue. Sorry, I'm checking some things, please. There is something I am verifying. Okay, so today is Saturday, the 5th day of July 2025. Tata Bobo Chiori. We are here on this hallowed platform, and we must continue in order to preach this gospel until Biafra is restored. Remember, you are the information you consume. You are the information you consume. You know, here we urge you not to only listen to what we are saying, we also encourage you in order to make researches about what we say here. Because it is only when you know the truth that the truth shall set you free. It didn't say when you hear the truth. No. You can hear the truth, but you miss knowing it. How? If you don't investigate on what you hear, if you don't make researches in order to know, because research or researches is to know. Are you hearing me? It's just like investigation. Oh, somebody was killed. Okay. Now the work of the cops, the police, is to investigate the situation surrounding the death of the person. Who killed the person? They want to know through facts and figures. Not only, not through what they think. No, no, no. Through facts and figures. After investigation, their facts and figures will be tried in the court. They will bring it to the court because they are not the police is not the last say. No, 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 no. They don't have the last word. No. They now, their facts and figures will be tried in the court. If he passes the trial, now it's okay. They will establish that, oh, this is the truth. They have known the truth. It's confirmed. That is knowing the truth. Please. That is knowing the truth. Are you hearing me? Therefore, we must continue in making sure that we don't only hear the information, but we make researches about it. Because there are many things on air. It is left for you. It is left for us in order to dig and find out which one is which. That is the basis of Radio Biafra London. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he instigated the research into us. Please. He instigated every listener making researches. Not only listening and enjoying. No. You make your own researches to find out what we say. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you. Now, before I continue, please. Before I continue, there is one news headline I want to read. It says breaking July 4th. That was yesterday's news. July 4th. Breaking. Nigeria soldier beats phone repairer to death in Adamawa over girlfriend's faulty device. This is what you see in Nigeria every blessed day. Nigerian soldier beats phone repairer to death in Adamawa over girlfriend's faulty device. Let me read it a bit. Because when we call Nigeria a zoological jungle, many people, they don't understand. Do you remember one idiot that wanted to fight Onyendu in Malaysia one certain time for calling his dear Nigeria? How I wish that boy was remarked and contacted to ask him, are you ready to fight for Nigeria again today? I think that was either 2014 or 15, something like that. He was really furious that Onyendu shouldn't call Nigeria a zoo. But Nigeria is worse than a zoo. It's a jungle, primitive jungle. I add to the zoo. It is a zoological primitive jungle republic. A soldier, a military personnel beating a citizen to death in Nigeria. Let me read. In what many are calling a shocking abuse of power. As if it's something that started happening today. This is dramatic writing. In what many are calling a shocking abuse of power, a Nigerian soldier identified as Lance Corporal Ahmada A has allegedly beaten a young mobile phone repairer, Alksum Ibrahim, to death in Adamawa State. All because of a delay in fixing his girlfriend's mobile phone. The tragic incident, which occurred on Wednesday in Moyo Belwa. I will just a second. I will continue. The tragic incident, which occurred on Wednesday in Moyo Belwa, has sparked public outrage and calls for justice as details reveal the horrifying misuse of military authority. They are writing as if this thing started today. This is what happens every day in Nigeria. This is, Nigeria is a jungle in short. I'm telling you. This is what happens daily in Nigeria. In Nigeria, a military killing, beating somebody to death because the person couldn't repair the phone of his girlfriend in time. Are you hearing me? Or this is a country you call your own, and nothing will happen. How many people are being killed every day by the military, by the police, by people in force? This military, when you look around, when you make in-depth analysis of him, you find out you will be shocked to find out that look, this is one of the repentant soldiers. Are you hearing me? This is one of the repentant terrorists they incorporate into Nigerian army. That is how they do. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He said, I continue reading. Instead of showing understanding, the woman eyewitnesses said the soldier's girlfriend had earlier brought her phone to Akasum's shop for repairs. For reasons yet unknown, possibly due to technical or workload related issues, the repair wasn't completed on time. Instead of showing understanding, the woman reportedly called her soldier boyfriend to complain. Moments later, Lance Corporal Ahmed stormed the workshop in a fit of rage. Without warning, he descended on the unsuspecting technician, raining blows on him in front of stunned onlookers. The brutal assault left Aksum unconscious, and he later died from his injuries. Do you see? This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Oh, this soldier that is acting in this way, go and check. They have not been paid for some months. You see them, they come out once in a while, mostly non-Fulani soldiers anyway, and start lamenting, start talking as cowards. But who are they, vetting their annoyance or their frustrations? They call them bloody civilians. It's only in Nigeria you hear that word, bloody civilians. Citizens that are paying the soldier, they are calling bloody civilians. It tells you all you need to know about Nigeria. Once any person is being admitted or recruited into the Nigerian army, he is brainwashed to hate the public. He or she is brainwashed to hate that a soldier should hate the population. That is it. And love your oppressors, the politicians. Love them. You can kill all the populations for the politicians. Do you see the way they crafted Nigeria? Oh, do you see the way they crafted Nigeria? As you are listening to me from anywhere you are outside Nigeria, maybe you see some people, you can stay year in, year out, you never see a soldier on the street. Never. You can see people wearing military uniform, but they are not soldiers. Because they are not meant to be on the street, no. But in Nigeria, and the worst part is that the boy, after he say, to make matters worse, the soldier has since disappeared, leaving behind a devastated family and the community sitting with anger. How can somebody, I'm reading. How can someone trained to protect life become a killer over a mobile phone? Oh, this is Nigeria. You know, listen to this. Listen to this. Somebody is saying, listen, 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 listen.
I had an incident where we were driving and the convoy of a speaker of a particular state house of assembly, let me not mention, was coming at us and where they wanted us to stop. At the point they broke us into a vehicle and I came down to ask the speaker. Of course, the policeman had already slapped me. And I was asking the speaker, when he was in the car,
No, what a speaker of a particular state assembly making noise on the scene. When, you know, in Nigeria, it's like that. On hold up, clearing every, before you know, one person blocking the policeman that is following the speaker have already slapped him. You know, that is the swear Nigerian police, Nigerian military swear allegiance to protect the politicians, not the people. You can kill the people, protect the politicians, because for them it is the politicians that are paying them, not the people. Do you see where enlightenment is very necessary? And it can never happen in Nigeria. Because as I'm talking, they will ask you who is talking, who is, they say Radio Biafra. I say, it's on your money, disregard their message. It is nothing, they are army. Are you seeing it? So enlightenment cannot happen in Nigeria, but it could happen regional, spontaneous, but regional. So that Hausa man will be talking to Hausa people in the language they can understand, with the experience he has as one of them. So that when they look at the person, they say, it's one of us, so he's a Muslim like us, so what he's saying is true. Now they have no reason to disregard him. A Yoruba man will be talking to Yoruba people. When they look, they say, he's a Yoruba man like me. He's not a Moibo. He's a Yoruba man, no. But he's talking like Igbo. Do you remember what I used to play here? The Hausa boy, before starting, he said, many people will think that I'm talking like a Biafra, a Biafran. Do you see? Do you see? Which means those that talk, there is a particular way Biafrans speak, and should never be listened. Are you hearing me? After I will check, I used to play, even last time I played the boy. Because when you want to talk reality, he tell them that, look, there is not Biafrans who talking, so that you don't disregard my message because of thinking that I'm a Biafran. Because you know how the people, how they reason. They are brainwashed to jettison the message due to the messenger. If the messenger is a Biafran, I say, leave them, beg. They don't care about what he's talking again. Are you hearing me? That is why enlightenment can never cover Nigeria. It should be regional. That is why, when we talk about, when we particularly here, when we talk about religion, we mention the religion we are in, we are part of, so that we are talking from experience, personal experience point of view. That not only we are not talking from outsiders, but insiders point of view. Some people will say, no, they say, no, why not talk the way you are talking about Christianity? Talk about other religion, Islam, this and I say, I have never been a Muslim. What is tormenting us, we are seeing, is Christianity, direct, mentally. That is why we are talking from, because that is the only way the message can sink in, from insiders' point of view. If you, as a Christian, for example, start talking about Islam, talking to the Northerners or Northern Muslims, castigating Islam, the only thing is that just only one word, Arni, talking. Finish. An infidel is talking. So no person, you will not even have audience, because they will say an infidel. But it needs an insider, a Muslim like them, an enlightened Muslim that had experience like them will now come in, be quoting, be talking, and they will, when they check the background, they say, oh, but this is an Hausa person like us. Oh. He's a Fulani man, he's a Kanuri man, he's a Muslim. Oh. If he talk, he quote Quran. For you, he will speak Arabic and quote so that you know that he even understands the book more than you. And that thing will make the people to bend and listen. Do you see the difference? But when you are here talking on all things you don't experience, that you never experience, as they will call you an outsider. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is how it is. So when we talk mostly to our people. And we are talking from things we experience because we are insiders, not outsiders. So you don't have any excuse. You cannot come and wish me out that you quote Bible, I quote more than you. I read the Bible 3-4 times, from Genesis to Revelation. No story you can bring. I don't know. I go church more than you. I pray more than you. I fasted. I do all these things. So his experience, he's insider. That is how it should be. So that people will now be listening and say, nah, only a part of us. Can you measure Oji change now call like this? It brings your interest. It brings you back and say, okay, you listen. That is how it is. A Muslim too, same thing. Are you hearing me? That is how it is. So now, when you are talking about the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police force, they are, one of the lessons they give to them is that they should hate the population. As a good Nigerian military personnel or police personnel, hate the population because they are bloody civilians. You must uphold or protect the politicians because they are the ones calling the shots, paying you. Do you see? That is normally what Nigerians don't know, that the population is the one paying all these public servants, including the military that is insulting them, that they are bloody civilians. So now let me continue playing what this man experienced. Let me reverse back. Listen.
Convoy of a speaker of a particular state house of assembly, let me not mention, was coming at us, and where they wanted us to stop. At the point they broke, crashed into a vehicle, and I came down to ask the speaker. Of course, the policeman already slapped me.
The policeman have already slapped him when he broke their glass, their side mirror. Yeah, because they don't waste time now. And in Nigeria, it is normal thing. Even they use it to make joke. All these jokers that call themselves content creators, they make jokes about Nigerian military slapping and police slapping. And they take it as normal thing, normalcy. I saw a video of, I think either it's in Aba or somewhere, I don't know. One boy entered into a bank and went to the toilet and locked himself in. Sometimes you will give many things during a buy. The only thing is that ụmụaka buy nwere only nego. Ndị Igbo nwere obi only ebe ha nwere obi only n'ihe gbasara ịchụ ego, nothing more. And where's the liberation for our calling? No. Onye ọ na-awụ onye ụjọ. Are you hearing me? So that video, I think I saw it yesterday. The boy entered into toilet. The bank's toilet, and locked himself in and climbed into the ceiling. Stayed there till the following day. He was hacking the whole money in the bank. Hacking. Oh no, not hack the whole thing. So early in the morning, when the people came, when the bankers came, they turned their systems on. He's doing a restarting, reconnecting, restarting, restarting. So one of them went into the toilet just casually and found out that the toilet was closed. The toilet was closed from inside. That is where things started changing. It was who came here very early in the morning this morning, and no customer ever came here. I'm the first person to be here. He called the security, and now the boy, the poor boy, the poor hack came down from ceiling, and you see policemen beating him. Even one policeman cocking his gun, say, "Me wanna leave me, make I kill him, make I was like, do these people even see that the world is watching them when they are putting all these things in video and the way they behave? Yes, the boy committed crime, yes. But how are you hitting him with gun on camera? Are you hitting him? Why? Is there no law? Normally, police has law guides everything, every conduct of everybody in a country. The conduct of how police should treat even criminals or alleged criminals, because they are not, he's never convicted yet. So whatever is there is a preliminary. He's presumed criminal. Must you kill the person? They don't even have a handcuff. They don't even have a handcuff a policeman in Nigeria. They were hitting him with butts of gun. Okay, you have catch him, handcuff him, put him inside the car, go and directly and put him inside the police cell. Make preliminary investigation for 24 or 48 hours, highest. And now write your charges, send him to court. That is how things are done. But lo and behold, nothing. No rule of law in Nigeria. Sometimes I say, how can 230 million people be in a place there is no rule of law, nothing, nothing, everything is jagga, nothing. Policeman, we see somebody start beating. Is it after beating the person? Is it how the law said it? Is it in the law? I mean, in the constitution, that you catch a criminal and start beating him? Is it after beating him now you let him go? What then is the need of prison? So I'm just buttressing how Nigerian police behave. This man says this policeman, because he is a policeman for a politician, a House of Assembly member, a state House of Assembly, not even federal, state. They must pass with this thing, this alarm. What do they call it? Win one, any motor here, they will hit you. Boom, a lawless place. The man say he came down maybe it's a public transport. He came down. Before he can open mouth, the police have slapped him already. Just to impress the politician only. He's ready to kill. After all, policeman guiding the other day, there was a news. Policeman that is guiding a Chinese. The Chinese man ordered him in Nigeria to shoot a Nigerian, and he shot an innocent civilian. He shot him dead. That is how bad it is. So listen, continue listening.
When he was in the car.
No, but the speaker saw you.
He saw me.
Did you see the policeman?
He knows me. The speaker knows me. So when he saw there was me, I said, which law in Nigeria, for God so loved the world, says that if a speaker or a politician is coming, we should clear the road for you? You are not emergency service. You are not 911. You are not going to rescue life. As a matter of fact, most of the time when you see Nigerian politicians blowing sirens and going out, sometimes they are just going to meet their girlfriends that they kept in the hotel.
Do you see that? Do you hear him? And it's completely correct. Now sometimes, when you hear when all these house members or speakers, when they are going to just meet their girlfriend, which they kept waiting for days inside the hotel. That is how bad a country. How now I ask all this brouhaha about they are starting the FIFA again election. So a new Nigerian president. Let's assume that okay they remove Tinubu, which they cannot anyway. He will come and how is he going to fix Nigeria? From where? No, just tell me from where. The only thing is that it is my turn. As Tinubu made it open. It is his turn. What is your blueprint? No, I don't have blueprint. Now my turn to rule. Ona don't rule. Now my turn. If Ona no give me to rule, I will put fire in Nigeria. There are things I will open and the fire will blow everywhere. They say, okay, I beg, rule. Oh. That is what is in Nigeria. Not for governance or for anything. Just it is my turn. Now they are planning whose turn it is. Whose turn? Peter Obi. 2027 is next 2 years. Do you see why I continue maintaining that this so-called democracy in Nigeria is fatal? Is fatal. They are now doing bag of chips, a bottle of chips, a bag of rice, putting photo of the politicians in it. Normal thing. Things, Nigerians never mature. They are still relegated to the kindergarteners they are. Every 4 years, the same thing. The same thing. Give them popcorn, give them kilo of rice, and talk sweet things for them. And they are in seats. You take your turn. You take your turn and rule them. Do anything you want. No Nigerian, nothing. No Nigerian cares. All they are hustling. With God on their side, as they used to say. They will make it. That is Nigerian man for you. He is hustling and praying to God to help him, nothing more. He has nothing to do with government. We are in a bigger mess than we think. I'm talking mentally. The mentality is number one problem. That is why I say it's not only the politicians are not the problem. The people. The people. Amechi used to say it. He tried to raise Nigerians in order for revolution. No way. Which Nigerians? He said Nigerians, nothing worries you. That's why he do politicians like him, they can do anyhow. Nothing worries you people. What will worry them? Where they hold everybody on the ground with the Igbo hatred. Anything as we are preaching for people to understand that the power belongs to the people. I said, no, who is talking? They say Naonyamini. Beg. First of all, he's Igbo man. Secondly, he's infidel. So don't listen to him. And your message is cancelled direct. They continue mumuing as they are. Mumuing, So how do you think that you can fix Nigeria? When the mentality of Nigerians are fundamentally flawed. Forget about that. It should be regional, and regional. So look at listen to what the man is saying. And it's correct. Listen.
And we are not going to rescue life. As a matter of fact, most of the time when you see Nigerian politicians blowing sirens and going out, sometimes they are just going to meet their girlfriends that they kept in the hotel. Because if actually they were working, what problem have they solved? If they are actually rushing to go and work. In countries where leaders are solving problems, they don't use sirens. They don't use sirens.
Of course.
It's only emergency services that use.
Of course. The countries where their political leaders are working, they don't use siren. Never. Does it ring any bell in you? You are listening to me from different countries. Watch it. It's true. They don't use siren because they walk silently. They move around. What are they using siren? working for. You saw the other time, I think last year or last 2 years, when a Cameroonian girl or is it a Cameroonian or Nigerian, his place, he had the context. What's going on? Like us, no car, no kind of food. He videoed himself. My goodness me, who am I? He said yes. The man told him yes. It is the person. I'm the prime minister. He asked the girl, "Where are you going?" The girl said, "I'm going to work." He said, "Okay. Why are you excited?" "I'm going to work too, like you." You are working. I'm working. It's the same thing. I'm the prime minister. I'm going to my job. Trekking. Trekking. That is how it's supposed to be. But look at Holland. Holland have nuclear weapon, for goodness sake. Are you hearing me? But their prime minister is trekking to work. But the people that even the bullet of AK-47, they are importing it. Their politicians, if they are moving around, they are, the whole world we know. They have motorcade. Tinubu's motorcade can reach up to 10 kilometers. Don't you see that there is something fundamentally wrong? Not only the politicians, no, the population. If the population, imagine that half of the population is enlightened, they will start up revolution. Now. It's not the type of a revolution now as a trademark for Towere. No, the revolution now. No. Genuine revolution. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But Nigerians, no, they cannot. No, the edgy hanala. For them, they all believe and accept that as a politician, you should steal and have it all. It is your right. That is why they are watching, clapping. Politicians are stealing and looting everything. They clap and try to even fix themselves, try to beg and work, to be one of them or to be their agents to steal. That is the fundamentally flawed mentality of Nigerians. Instead of fighting evil, they want to be part of that evil in order to also partake in the evil and at least make money. It's a mentality. So how can you fix a place like that? It's impossible. You cannot. So let's finish listening to this man.
Maybe they have kept a girlfriend in a hotel for 5 days. The girl is angry with them on the phone. That's why they are blowing siren with a convoy of 30 vehicles. They just want to go and see one small 22-year-old girl. I'm a journalist. I've seen it several times, and I'm not playing. I am saying the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. In most cases, they are not going to work. They are not going anywhere. They block the road and stop everybody from moving because they want to go and meet one 22-year-old girl in a hotel. It is happening in this country till today. And
but we have to, be careful how we make this accusation.
Do you see Nigerian journalists? Do you see Nigerian journalists? Anyway, sometimes I say I don't blame them because they are running him. Just be careful on how you make allegation. The man tell you that he knows, not that they tell him. He say he knows what he say. He know it. And so why they make all this? Why this journalist? This is Arise Television, Arise News, some days back, either June 22 or 21. last month. Why they always make this interjection? I don't blame them. So that when they will be queried, they will say, sir, you don't hear. I interjected though. I corrected him. I told him because everything he's saying is his own view, not me. Not so I interjected and told him, stop making allegation. That is why they always make this interjection to save themselves, to save their ass. So sometimes I don't blame them. They're in a bondage and they have to make money and eat. I think feed their children, feed themselves. That is it. Otherwise, they will be sacked. And there are thousands and thousands of people waiting to take their position. So how will you blame them? How?
And stop everybody from moving because they want to go and meet 122-year-old girl in a hotel. It is happening in this country till today.
But we have to be careful how we make these accusations.
I give you another example from Sokoto State. CD, an 18-year-old girl that wrote a post about the Sokoto State governor on Facebook, was arrested, charged before a court. She's still being dragged. They have made her life miserable. They kidnapped her, injected her, dumped her in the bush.
Wow.
She's still on trial now. Yesterday, the governor of Sokoto State said that he's ready to negotiate with mass murderers, as they call them, bandits now. Terrorists. No, you prefer to negotiate with people who are killing soldiers, killing policemen, killing civilians every day, but you are ready to lock up young people. That is what Nigeria is doing, even in Benue State. Since this crisis started, to the best of my knowledge, even as a journalist, I have not seen one person that has been sent to jail. Even the president himself was wondering, why hasn't anybody been arrested? And that is why this country, that's why this crisis is still persisting, because nobody gets punished.
That is Nigeria for you. And some people in their coconut head is championing that Nigeria will be fixed with maybe new group, new people in power. Is that not a stupidity? Doing the same thing all over and over. Oh, but you're expecting different results. How do you think so? Now, in order to also look at this other news, July 1st, the news is on July 1st. When you look at what is happening, the police and military brutality, how they kill people, citizens, with impunity. They don't care. That soldier now, he have killed that boy and he has vanished. After they will come out, the Nigerian military will come out to make a statement that they will investigate and bring the people. Oh, yeah. Case closed. Case closed. Why? The boy died. The phone repairer died. Why? Because he's a Nigerian. If he's not a Nigerian, he wouldn't die. Because I never see where a soldier, even in Somalia, a soldier will come on the street, beat an innocent civilian just because his girlfriend's phone wasn't fixed in time, and beat the person to death and disappeared. And onlookers are watching. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Allah, leave him. They'll be now, wow. Yeah, they will leave the guy, the military personnel, one person. You will see thousands of people will be watching. And that one military man will do what he wants to do and move out and run away. And you tell me that is a country? There was a country. Nigeria is not a country. It's a zoological primitive jungle republic. I'm telling you. Now, on July 1st, there's another news also, because the killing is from everywhere. Politicians order police to kill. Technocrats that have police escorts, they order police, police and military protectors kill. Also, what about the clergymen and women? They do the same thing. Youths protest in Imo over alleged killing of commercial motorcyclists by police officer attached to Ebuka Obi's Zion ministry. Take the cops to church premises. That's it. The guy was shot and killed. Many of you had the news. That's it. So they are the same. You see all these church clerics, all of them are the same thing with the politicians. The same. Hundreds of youths in Ngokbala, Imo State have taken to the streets to protest the alleged killing of a young man by police operatives stationed at Evangelist Ebuko Obi's Zion Prayer Movement outreach. Will he be arrested for that? No. Who will touch him? Even if you want to say, okay, let him come to let police go and arrest him, it is the same miserable people that they are killing. We start to protecting him, start protesting, say, no, don't touch not my anointed. But that young man has been killed. Life has been life. It cannot. It doesn't matter what they claim. RNG, he raise a dead person. Now let him raise that person. He will not raise. It can because it cannot. There is no power in all those names they are calling. No power, no single, even no single power, nothing. So he killed the police and the person. All these people. The worst part of it is that they claim that they have power. They have a spiritual power, but they carry police to follow body. How? Which language do we speak? Is it Latin, so that our people will understand? I don't know. Ka unu ka asụsụ nke anyị ga-asụzi. Onye na-asị gị na o ji ike o nwere ike irezo onye nwụrụ anwụ kpụlite ya dị ndụ nwee ike gwuo onye ngwụrọ nwee ike agba ya egbe ọgide emeta ya now but o ji ndị eke ndị uwe ojii na ndị military ndị amị na-eche onwe ya nche na-eche ụlọ ụka ya nche. The presence of all those military and police in churches is even evident enough to make our people start doubting what they are preaching. Do you see in our land, shrines, no, but it doesn't have key. I could remember even till today, many shrines are there with key. They don't lock them. No person protects them. Do you see the difference? Churches are protect ya were key nke a gbachie were kwe nke ọzọ gbachizie ebe a na-edute oriri nsọ ma ebe gbachie ihe niile si nwekwe ndị uwe ojii ma ndị amị na-eche ya nche buche egbe ga asị gị onye ihe agbagbuo gị mana ha na-apụta n'ezi na nwere ike dị n'aha Jizọs ike dị. Our people, can't you reason? Why don't you just simple question? Simple. When you just simple thing, you reason, you make you reason and say, oh, nah, yeah, nonsense. Because how really now when you no need of hiring police and military, paying them with gun, physical gun. Don't they have power? Why are they locking their churches, their places of miracle with the key? Our temples, our local shrines, who lock them? Hey, God, it's open. That is how it's supposed to be. And when can change, and when nothing, everything that is all the real thing. Are you hearing me? Not people that tell you they have power once you blow. Only asking if you have a power, you have like Suleiman that pray so that Russia, Ukraine will stop fighting. Till today they are fighting. But he never pray so that in his village in Delta or Edo, Fulani headsmen, all of them will die. No. I said, the reason why these people are progressing is their lack of the gullibility of the people. I mean, not lack. The gullibility, the foolishness of the masses. That is what is promoting them, nothing more. Once you open your eye, you start seeing clear, you start reasoning. That is why they tell you in the Bible that in the end time, one of the signs of the end times is knowledge shall increase. He warns Christians, say, don't increase in knowledge. Once you start seeing knowledge increasing, know that there is end time. People thought that, I've been saying this. I want to continue hammering it so that people will understand. It's not the end of the world. The world will not come to an end. No, 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 no. It is the end of that religious mentality inside people. The religion will be diminishing. Once knowledge increases, as knowledge is in the air now in Africa, in black people, knowledge is on the air, waiting, begging you to grab me, grab me, grab me. I'm telling you. Once that knowledge increases, you know these things I'm pinpointing. You see your church. Your church, if you go, maybe the day that is not church, is locked with key. Why is it locked? So that the criminals or thieves will not come and steal precious things there, maybe gold or money or anything there. Okay. It's locked with a physical key. Physical. Now, Sunday morning, there are people that are paid or mandated to come first early in the morning to open. When they open the key, physical, not spiritual. They open the key, they remove the padlock, or they open the doors. Now they wait. There are security, either church security or soldiers and military there with guns, with the physical weapons, with the physical eyes watching. Now people start entering. People start entering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, carrying cars, parking, this and that, entering. Now when church full, pastor will come from inside, come out, and say he have power. That he have power above all powers. Can't you ask yourself, if this man has power, if there is power in what he's doing or what he's saying, why are you locking your door? Why is the church locked when people are not there? Why do you have physical security? You have power above powers. Why do you engage Nigeria police and military following you? This is, for religion to thrive, there must be stupidity. There must be gullibility. Once knowledge increases, religion go down. And that is the end. That is the end time he talk in the book. I think Matthew chapter 24, I think so. That is the end time. It's the end time of the religion, not the end of the world, no. Because imagine what we have been preaching on Radio Biafra, opening people's eyes. Imagine how many people that their eyes are opening. Do they consider church or going to church, or even if they go with their brain? Is it not end the time for the religion in their life? That is the end time. If, for example, a church whereby they have 5,000 members, now 4,005 have this enlightenment and start having knowledge of asking these questions, they will withdraw. Once they withdraw, what happens is the end of that religion. Do you think the man will be happy? The pastor? Organization. Because the end has come. That is his end time. Because if he's making, for example, in any gathering of 5,000 people, maybe he will make 10 million naira. The thing goes down to 500,000. Organization now. He will be frantic. No more. It's the end. Because he can no longer live the type of flamboyant life he's living. That is the end. That is what that book says, but you don't understand it. So, Peter Obi said, sorry, not to Peter Obi, Ebuka Obi said, the clergy, his police have killed somebody. Is it Jesus that killed the person? Yes, of course. It is. What will happen to him? Nothing. Because Nigeria is lawless. Nigeria is lawless. It depends on your contact, your connection. Even if you kill, you can go free. That is zoological primitive jungle republic. That is what I call Nigeria. Zoological primitive jungle republic. Where a soldier, a military personnel, will beat somebody in. People are watching. Do you see why I say the problem is Nigerians? It's the mentality. People are watching. People will be watching. Oh, they will be beating one person, one soldier without a gun. Oh, will be hitting somebody. Boom, hitting some. No person say, everybody keep quiet. Thousands of people that will go there and grab the man, tear his clothes, and everybody will disappear because they will say, people, they will come back. How many are there? This type of thing you can never do it in any other country. It's impossible. People will be watching you. One soldier, you'll be hitting beating a citizen, beating a civilian for nothing, beating him, and people are just there watching you. Now, as docile as Nigerians, that is it. That is it. That is why I say Nigerians merit what is happening to them. I am telling you, Nigerians merit what is happening to them. Now, the problem. How many have brain? 200 and something million people behaving in a moronic way. Today, they are talking of 2027 election. There is nothing. Election fever have come. Campaign. There is nothing. No talk about development, engineering, advancement. No. Technological advancement. No. Nobody is. Everybody now. Once you talk about the electioneering campaign, Nigerians start. They become hysterical. They become like Wigu. Okay, we got no hair like this. Okay, I don't know. I'll check for number. How many everywhere in the bush? That is how Nigerians behave. Once it comes to come, I have to make money. This is my time. But the criminals, now this is everybody will forget the sense of being. His sense of human beingness. No, they will forget it. Tinubu is only 2 years or even less. Now they are talking of 2027. They don't address a country where a military man will come and start beating with his hand, hitting somebody until he dies. Not in inside cell, no. If this thing is happening in broad daylight, where people are seen in marketplace, what about when they carry the person go barak? How that is why Nigeria is not fit for human abode. I'm telling you, somebody made that report. Nigeria is not fit for human abode. Because you just die for nothing. But this one that Ebuko be policeman killed, he have died. Why did he die? Because he's a Nigerian. He's in Nigeria. He died in his own place. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's all watching Okada. He finished Okada business. Now, Laro when you lawyer. Maybe Okwana Wunye sin Nabatako Dutrem Otanaji become Nabata. I say, okay, or now Odigo. Just die like that. Like that. It's finished. Do you know what is? Can you create life? Imagine somebody that is not sick, is not so another person just remove his life like that because he can, because he have gone. As Nigerian police or military, just like that, just press, bam, and the person just died. Do you know how long it took the mother? 9 months to nurse the child inside the womb, carry the child, the person inside the womb, and the pains it took the mama to bear the child and start giving him bread. Do you know? I think you understand what it means to take care of a child until the person grows 20 something, 30 something years, have a family. Now, just like that, a vagabond just cut his life off, just like that. And the Nigerians, our people said, no, we can continue living like this. Don't you see that there is a problem? There is a problem, not only to the Nigerian, to the Nigerian political elites. There is a problem in the heads of Nigerians. I'm telling you. That is why we want to radically radically and surgically operate and remove that type of stupidity in the mindset of Biafrans so that we don't restore a very useless place like Nigeria. Do you see why we are doing what we are doing? We are not going only for physical liberation. Hey, we need Biafra, flag independence, like Nigeria had. As if you say, just give us, go, give us Nigeria, let us rule. And today, what do you have? Zoological primitive jungle republic. We can never afford to have that kind of a primitive jungle republic. Never. We must make sure to restore a sanitized country, a sanitized nation. And that sanitization starts today from our brains. That is why here on Radio Biafra, we try to touch that place, that thing that causes your gullibility and stupidity. And one of them is religion. Yeah, do you see? Are you now understanding? Are you in our water now? Our logic. One of all those things is like what I see. I think a quotation I saw in Mazi Johnathan Chinedu's this thing, Facebook platform page. According to Gaddafi, he said, "Wait." I love that quotation. He said, once a ruler becomes religious, Gaddafi, know that Gaddafi is a Muslim. He said, once a ruler becomes religious, it becomes impossible for you to debate with him. Once someone rules in the name of religion, your lives will become hell. That is Muammar Gaddafi. Once somebody rules in the name of religion, your life becomes hell. Because he will giving you things that it is God. How will you question God now? The answer is no. Where do you see God to question? No place. So he will be giving you that it is from divine. His unction is divine. Do you see that? Now I want you to listen to this. It's a question in Deeper Life Church Ministry. Oh, a member, I think they are on question and answer. A member asked a question. A member asked a question. And you see how I think Kumi answered it. Just listen. For you to see how evil these people are. They meander. They are not saying you cannot, you can't debate with them because they are not there for debate. Listen, I want you to listen. Just a question. In a congregation of Deeper Life, listen.
15 people that started this our church with our daddy. I want to know, is there any benefit for them as a church? Is there?
The woman is asking. He said, originally, Kumuyi started this church with 15 people all together. They all worked hard to make the church grow today. And they are still alive. He said, is there anything the church is doing? Is there any help the church is rendering them or paying them or doing anything to recognize so that they are not suffering? Listen, you will listen to the answer.
Is there any care for them as a church? Because most of them are old enough. Though we are talking about prayer, but this has been bothering me. That
he's talking about prayer. He always said pray for them. But he himself is receiving the physical reward. But the people that worked hard to grow, to make him grow the church by hook and by crook, all they need is prayer. Pray for them. Listen.
Are old enough in the church. Most of them are our grandparents. I want to know, is there any way that the church has fixed for them to take care of them?
Your question is not clear to me. Move the mic away from your mouth. I don't hear what you are saying very well.
So what I said is there any way to take care of our mommies and daddies, that the 15 people that started this our great church? Is there any care for them? Because I don't know. I want to know, sir.
Somebody was asking question.
Listen is Kumuyi now answering. Listen. Do you see how anything, everything about religion is a manse? He will change voice. And the Lord said, and somebody was asking questions, you need to raise your sentiment as if there is something talking through him, or it's nothing. You need nonsense about Bash. I can also do better. No, everybody say, shout hallelujah. Why can't you speak in a normal human being voice? No way. Oh, Teshana for issue Ndibo, because Ndibo with sentiment. Akpali ya they come, emotion nketa. Once he rise up to stop it, until after I start regretting. Listen to the answer to the woman's question.
Of the people that started the church, the ministry, Deeper Christian Life Ministry, and they're still alive. What is the church doing for them? God is taking care of them.
Do you hear it? God is taking care of them. It's covered, the finish. Chicken, gaha, gana. The whole this thing, the whole Omoatono say amen because they are sheep. Omoatono. Do you see that? Do you see that? God is taking care of them. A very diplomatic deception or deceptive answer. Why can't he? Why if maybe if you see all those people, they will be like dried okporoko. They will have nothing. But he is robust, so flying how many private jets? Now you have told the congregation that God is taking care of them. Do you see how pathetic these deceivers are? The way I see them. Anyway, they are progressing because of the stupidity of the population. Nothing more. If our people will remove a gullibility, they will no longer have money to maintain all those big auditoriums. They will turn them into factories by force. They will now put it for, they say, now if you want investors to bring machines that produce, to manufacture this and that, and people will come in now, people on. But people are stupid. The rate of gullibility in Nigeria is so high. Is so high. So high. So high. That is why it is not easy. I'm telling you. Trickle upon trickle of people, they are trickling in, receiving the anointing of enlightenment. But it's not easy. But the only thing is that what also keeps me from being over mad is my mind will tell me you were just like them before. Once my mind told me that I will cool down. The madness in me against all this will go. Yeah. Yes, I was once like them. Remember when somebody argue about you say no okuto no choro ikuto o choro imeki ki megide mmụọ nsọ and on jada agbagara ndị na ada agbagara they are tired. Hey, they tied us with heavy brainwashed materials. So those people are being helped by God, but he is being helped by people. And I take on na Also, God is helping them. Okay, these are the deceptions of religion. It's very, very sad. Today is consecrated to teachings or discussions about religion, which we are not going to leave. But we must understand that it is not easy. So that's why we take it easy with our people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, let me go to another news headline. Let me go to another news headline. Okay. It says Nigerian pharmacists ACPN warns of prevalence of fake drugs, up to 50% of products in circulation, up to 50% of drugs in Nigeria are fake. Do you see why I call it a country with where it is? They have military, they have immigration officers, they have different types of forces, but fake drugs are everywhere. Do you see the reason why the politicians, the elites, if they have headache, they don't take any drug in Nigeria. They fly to abroad. Do you see the reason? They know. Because the place now is a zoological primitive jungle republic, Nigeria. That is the reason why we are trying to move away from there, because we cannot change there. It's impossible. Nothing can change it. Bring who is the holiest person according to your belief. Bring him. Is it Angel Michael? Because somehow our angel. When Angel or Lamide. No Angel Okonkwo. Bring Angel Gabriel to come and rule Nigeria. He will, under a few minutes, he become corrupt like Nigeria. It's like that. Nigeria is unfixable. The hands that made it to be so. Look at how they are now having coalition. Oh, they want to the same old people. This is democracy, isn't it? Britain that colonized Nigeria. They have a Labour Party, they have socialists, all these parties. You don't see them meandering or mixing up this one with, they would now form another coalition and name it another, Why are Nigerians that is being destroyed like this? Why? In Nigeria, they just party just like social club, nothing more. The same people, they form different parties. And Nigerians will say, they start because they have the money. That is why they loot money. They have the money in order to launder image, to talk to the people through the media. This is the time for even content creators. They hire them. They give them money. This is the time for people to make money. For campaign. Because that is why they loot money meant for advancement of a country. Money meant for building the country, they loot. Few people loot it because they have to loot it, keep it in order to do election campaign. That is why I say, what is the need of this so-called democracy? Is a disaster. Are you hearing me? The other day I said it, that look, it would have been better even for just a person, a dictator, to be there. So that anything about election should be scrapped. That all those that person will be only one group of person. There will be one group. They will loot until they will become tired. Highest 1 year they have looted the money, so they don't think of going out. They don't think of holding election or campaigning. money to buy millions of tons of rice to share to people. They don't think about that. So they are there. They are not going nowhere. They must be forced to do something at least for the country. Because when they loot and they become billionaires, trillionaires, they are relaxed. They don't care of somebody removing them or another group of people coming. Or the handlers, the Western handlers bringing another set of people to replace them. They don't care. They don't think of that. So, as long as they know that that place is permanent for them, now they must be forced to work for the country. But this one that every 4 years, another set of people will come. Every 8 years. Or even if the president remains till 8 years, he will change another set of people. They will come. They will loot. Every 8 years, another set of people will loot. So you see that it is endless looting spree. Cycle of looting spree. No control. No control. I shared a video. Somebody preparing, is it potato chips? Something like that. Or plantain chips, yes. Fried plantain chips. Bottling it. Sealing them with Tinubu photo. He said, I'm doing it for money. I'm not campaigning for anybody. Do you see? For him, he's making money. Do you see that? Do you see the sophistication? How complicated and sophisticated Nigeria system is. They will come, you say, no, it don't concern me, I'm just making money. As you are making money, another person, the same way you don't take any responsibility. The same way the person that campaigning for Tinubu and another politician, evil politician, he will tell you that they pay me, I'm just campaigning because they pay me. The person that they hire the microphone is also absolving himself of responsibility. No, I'm not doing it out of my mind. They just pay me. The person voting, he say, they pay me, so I vote for. So you see that the whole system is rotten. Nobody claims responsibility of everything. And why is lack of claiming of responsibility? One, religion is among. Because once you are religious, you are irresponsible. I continue putting it here on air. You can call and debate me. As a religious person, you are irresponsible. You are not responsible. Because if something good happens, it's God. You do bad, it's Satan that did it through you. So you absorb yourself of any responsibility. Are you hearing me? Because only two people, Tom and Jerry. It is either God or Satan. So if you do good, you thank God. Thank God, though. Not thank you. No. All thanks to God, because it's not you that did it. It's God. So who are you as a human being to do it? You can't do it because you are human. You cannot do it. Whereas people are building robots. We are in a robotic age. Where robots they are programming robots now to think independently, make decisions independently. But you, no, it's God in charge or Satan in control. You are irresponsible as a religious person. That is why before you eat, you pray. Because you know nothing. You know nothing. You cannot be careful. Satan can do it. Because you're irresponsible. You as a human being. He will shell. So that the same being that you are not seeing will come and suppress any Satan that will make you come and fight you when you are taking fufu, put inside soup, so that the bone will not enter it, because you are an animal, you cannot see. Do you see that? When you say, they say, some people used to eat and die. And someone, yes. Because you are an animal. Even animal thinks more than you. Because animals, they don't pray and they eat and they're okay. Anything you want to do, you must pray. You must pray because you are irresponsible. You have no responsibility. You have no brain to think. So why will you not pray? No brain to think. If you can think, you now concentrate and think and be careful. Whatever you are doing, you be careful so that you know that anything that happens is my responsibility. There is no Satan or God that did it. It's me. This is my logic. When the line opens, you can call in and also disagree with me. There is no problem about it. We talk about it. We are brothers. Irrespective of some ideological, we are brothers, and this is our parliament. I welcome people that calls and say, Mazi, I disagree with you. Now you give me your points. I also ask you questions and also give points, and people will listen. That is it. That is how countries develop through dialogue, through debate, and people listen. And now people will judge superior. That is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we bow down to superior argument. Are you hearing that? We are not proud. Once you baptize me with superior argument, I check east, west, north, south. I say, oh boy, you are right. You are right. It's not. There is nothing. When you get weapon now, he say, nah, I see reason in what you say. You are right. Doesn't mean anything. Does it remove anything? Because we are learning. A seeker of knowledge always feel that he doesn't know nothing. That is how I feel. A seeker of knowledge. You always go on neutrality, that you don't know nothing, and that is why you are seeking to know. But a religious person knows everything, because anything you ask him, he have a quotation in the Bible in order to answer. The Bible has given him the answer to everything, so he knows everything. You see the difference? And that's why they are stupid. That's why they are irresponsible. I am 100% saying it. Because of nothing you can teach. Whereas it's Welcome back. I'm sorry. I think whether my voice is coming out, there is a very nasty noise that I started experiencing. Let me see. Let me see whether my voice is coming out. Please. Let me see. It's very important for us to understand, or for me to understand when I'm talking, whether my voice is coming out. Let me see. Yes, my voice is coming out. Where is this noise coming from? I don't know. I think whether it's the phones that is on light everywhere. I think my voice is coming out. So we must continue. So there was something I was saying before. There was something I was saying before that what makes these people religion to advance, to propagate more, is the stupidity or the gullibility of people. As I said before, my goodness me, said your voice is out, Mazi, but sometimes it goes off and on and also static. My goodness me. Please, whenever it goes off, please, you just let me know. Please, please, please. because I just saw it on my dashboard when it was making that hell of noise. I started watching it. So, as I was saying, once you are religious, you are irresponsible. There is no two ways about it, because there is something you as a human being you are nothing, only empty shell, being driven by some force, because that is what religion teaches us. Is you something good, you do something good, it is God that make it. It's not you. You are not responsible. Something bad is Satan. That's why you see somebody they will catch a thief that stole telephone. He say, "Please forgive me." It's Satan. It's orientation, nothing more. It's religious orientation. So we are trying to teach ourselves that we are in charge of whether good or bad that is happening to us. That we are responsible. That this struggle we are in, if we fail, it is we that is responsible. There is no Satan that did it. No, it is we. It is our actions that led it. Are you hearing me? We know when you have responsibility, you become careful. But when you see that you don't have any responsibility, there is another force that is handling everything for you, become less careful. Because anything Jehovah ways it now, waiting now, you will not be careful. That is why our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said this here several times. That look, people maybe as a volunteer, you are talking of Odeshi. Now, say move out, remove that superstition. Because when you believe all these things, you will no longer be calculative as you used to be. You will be always going on danger, towards danger position. And you just like that. And your death is not only that your death is bad for you. No, your death will destroy something for others. Do you see that? So that is why Onyendu started by touching the way we reason is fundamentally flawed. We must own our responsibility, your responsibility to anything that we are doing. We are responsible. If we succeed, we are responsible. If we fail, we are responsible. Once you have this mentality before God and man, you will be highly careful in whatever you are doing, even in this struggle. You'll be completely at a large. Because you will not see, you say, me they're responsible. Me they're responsible. Nobody is me. No force that is helping or being against. No, it's me. It's me. So that anything you analyze it with your brain. Once you become responsible, once you degrade religion in your life, you see your brain will be functioning very, very well. It will be at alert. So that you be calculative. So that you become, anything you become critical in thinking. Because you are responsible. Because you don't have to blame anybody. No Satan. You don't have to blame any Satan if you fail. Do you see why we are touching that side? That side that is banned. Now on another side, no. But there lies the mitochondria of the problem lies. The nucleus of the problem. That is where the nucleus lies. This religious mentality. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Here on Radio Biafra, we expose it as it is. We want to restore a sanitized Biafra. A Biafra where we can make law. Our constitution will cover everywhere. We make a healthy law and implement it. And people will be bold enough right from childhood to be asking questions. Don't you see how beautiful it will be when a child asks you serious questions? That is it. That is the orientation. Now you, the father or the mother, you now start thinking, say, oh boy, now wow, that is the type of Biafra we want to have. Where everybody will be awakened. Everybody will be, will be equal to the tasks. Anything will be everybody will be at alert to guard against evil people or people that are trying to either corrupt or bring down the country. Just like the soldier that beat somebody to death. It will never happen in Biafra land. If Biafra comes, no, nothing. You will not even see a soldier outside just like that going out. No, what is he going outside to do? If you are going outside, you remove your shirt. You'll be in the barracks. Police will be everywhere, both secret police. That is how a country works. Not a soldier everywhere wearing for what? You will see secret police. That is security. You will see somebody you think is a mad person, but is a police person, behaving like a mad person. But they are trying to gather information on something you don't know. That is how countries work or advance. Before you see somebody on that government, every time on them and way as that he is following something. That is how a country goes. On them Imano odres o kaiha ishi dada eru onuku every type of painting. Are you hearing me? Not the soldiers walking, bloody civilian. What are you telling me? For goodness sake, we don't want to restore. Instead of us to restore a mad jungle like Nigeria. I cannot go to Nigeria now. I'm telling you, it's better because we cannot be from frying pan into the fire. We are people. We have a role to play in this world. Let us understand this. We have a first-class role to play in this world. Are you hearing me? We are not engaged in media here. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is why we need our country. Imagine, just watch how Nollywood also conquered the world from their rubbish they are doing, but they still, even our music, still. Doesn't it tell you anything? They actually they want to quench that light that is trying to shine out of Africa. That is why, imagine being in a stiflement. Imagine being in a cage in Nigeria, but still, we are still trying to shine, all over the world. But just think about it when we have our country. Just think about it. It's just like, when you plant something, maybe in a little can, you plant a seed there. You plant a seed, a corn. It will grow, but it have a limitation. Because the sand inside that can has limited quantity and nutrients. There is a way we grow, we stop. But when you carry that can and transplant it into a very nice field, hoy, Chineke, it will give you he will give you the maximum. Because there is broad, the roots can go everywhere to catch the nutrients everywhere. Are you hearing me? That is the way we are. In Nigeria, notwithstanding we are in a cage, but see how little anything now shine, little. Imagine now we get our own country, and that is what we are trying to tell our people. Because Nigeria we never stop stifling us. Nigeria is the graveyard of Biafrans. That is what I want our people to understand. Nigeria is the graveyard of Biafrans until we separate from there now, I work again. You see how talented our people are. Because there will be provisions for resurrections of talents. Do you remember when Onyendo was on ground? Sometimes, do you remember? People will come up with different things they build. Young men and women, children. Because our people, they helpless. We are helpless. And now look at that. Now look at what I can manufacture, but no help, no aid. Do you remember Ezekiel Iziog, who died out of frustration? Even he tried to become the governor of Imo State at that time, I think in 1980s, but they failed him. Engineer Ezekiel Iziog, that built a car from scratch to end, engine block, everything. He built a car that doesn't use fuel, it doesn't use a battery. The car just like that, drive they go. He said the car can stay minimum of 50 years. It can stay up to 100 years. Didn't they frustrate him? Imagine that Biafra we have a country. Imagine. Do we need by now, maybe that type of car will be, the latest will be competing with Rolls Royce everywhere around the world. But the man tried and they destroyed everything. The same way Gowon destroyed the inventions of Biafran military research and development. They destroyed them. And you think that that country will go forward? Nigeria was created to be the zoological primitive jungle republic that it is today. It's a program. Britain worked it. That is it. For your information. It didn't come just by chance. Remember the whole episode that took place. The whole episode. From northernization, Britain negotiated and handed over power to less than 1.5% of the population that are foreigners, that are not even indigenous, they're foreign. And give them the prime minister. We give him the real power. As if he were president. In us, it will be hard. I'm telling you. Oh, Zik of Africa. No person. No. The people are not there to Anyanala or Tontinala Kanu, the one here, one danda. That is the problem we have. We don't reason and say, let us know, how is this man? This and that. Ask the normal, necessary questions. Here on Radio Biafra, we always encourage our people to do that, to ask critical questions. Are you hearing me? Because just like our HDOA said today in United Kingdom, once you take this struggle, you come into this struggle that you are doing it for yourself and your family, I am telling you, you'll be a hardcore. But when you come as a hired laborer, that now you want either you want money from the struggle or you want position. Look at the people. Most of the people that are bringing problems and trying to cause problems, just check their lives. These are people that are mostly looking for money. I am telling you honestly. Whereas, just like Karomonde wrote that we have photo now, she is getting old. Yes. Some are getting old, and some are getting money, being fatter in money in their purse, as Mazi Johnathan replied. That is a thing. When you look at many of all these people that are talking, every time they try to cause confusion They always contract them to cause confusion. Look at them. Oh, they are going wherever they are going, whatever it's about money. Where there is money, where money is landing, it is there they hijack that position they want. If they know near Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that you know, we know all these things now, or quite high every day. So that you know, no, hey, no, the genuine, no, Biafra struggle. Hey, a man that he's making a hell of money out of it. You don't know. If you are genuinely in this struggle, that you are not doing this thing for money or for position, I am telling you, you understand. Just break. You will never try to cause any problem. You'll be a hardcore. Because you know what you are doing, it is for me and my children, my future generations, our future generation, for us to get out of this nonsense we are in. That is it. That is it. So we must quadruple, centuple our efforts in order to get out of this mess we are in. By continuing this struggle. Are you hearing me? By making sure that we don't fail. There is no Satan or God that will help us or fail us. No. If we fail, it is we. If we succeed, it is we. Know that and know peace. Are you hearing me? You should know that and know peace and understand. Because when you know that, now you understand that you know, the pressure lies on you. Just like Mazi Johnathan said, when Mazi Onyendu was renditioned, that nobody, they were not prepared for this. That is true. But they saw that now if they don't do it, everything guy will fall apart. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. So they have to guard, you know, because no person is born as a freedom fighter. And we don't want to be professional freedom fighters. It is not a profession. It is something that we do and do each. We just do it and get what we want. That is a sacrifice. Are you hearing me? That is the thing. So when you see some people that are causing problems everywhere, this and that, most of them they want this struggle to continue because they will be making a hell of money. They know how they do it. They know how they do it. They know. So, what am I trying to say? We must remove ourselves from this religious mindset. Religious mindset kills. It deviates you from knowledge into sentiment. It makes you don't even question. You don't ask critical questions. You say, as a believer, you believe. You believe when I go like what Toro. So let me read, I think, one last news headline. One last news headline before I open the lines. Dave Oma, he said, federal government willing to negotiate Kanu's release. Oma. Again. Last time, the same thing. Election campaign is coming. So we will never allow them to mock the situation of Onyendu in order to use it to do electioneering campaign. It will never be allowed. You know, you see, this their so-called electioneering campaign that will eat the heads of Nigerians. People that will die because of campaign is they are there now, moving like a toro. They'll be there. People are being contracted to do things, and they will be, no, I'm not. I'm just doing it for money. Yes, They can contract you to kill everybody for money. You say, yes, I'm just doing it out of my heart. Oh. I'm not campaigning for anybody, but I'm doing it for money. But you are aiding and abetting. That is the worst part of it. Imagine that Nigerians say no. No to election. We are no longer interested in election. Imagine. Oh, but would they accept it? No. Oh, democracy. Oh, Britain will come. Hey, highest democracy. It's good. America will praise democracy. But let me tell you, America didn't even invite Nigeria as one of the African countries. He called the 5 African countries. Are you hearing me? I mean Donald Trump. He invited the 5 African countries, and Nigeria is not there. And I say, yes. Do you know why Nigeria is not there? Despite the people he called, the countries he called are, this thing, countries in the Gulf of Guinea. There is something that is loaded. You know, America wants to be in complete control. Either they want to build the distance, their military base, heavy one, in any country in that Gulf of Guinea. That is the bite of Biafra. The countries they call, look, Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal, from 9th to 11th to July. What do you think that is going to? Because they want to be in control of. These are the countries that are in the Gulf of Guinea, the bite of Biafra, the slave coast, the former slave coast. Because it's strategic and it's very rich. They remove it. Do you know? They don't call Nigeria because why are they calling Nigeria? Nigeria is already at there is nothing. Their asset is ruling Nigeria. Tinubu is a CIA asset. So what are they going to tell him? They have not. Nigeria is on their pocket. So why is he calling them to negotiate or to talk to them or anything? He knows anything. So there is no need. You know, when you have animals, the animals that are at least that are showing strong head, these are the ones you want to subjugate first, tie them. But you don't tie the sheep. The sheep is there, lamb is there, watching you. You are in charge. Even if you open door for a sheep to run, he will not run. He will wait there. You kill until you kill him. So that is Nigeria. So you see the countries invited by Donald Trump, Gabon, in the bite of Biafra, Guinea-Bissau, the same area, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal, the same zone, the same common sea zone. What do you think? I know now heavy mess. So we need to increase our agitation. Honestly, we need to increase it. Because these people, once they cage us like that, you see America, finish, you see this problem of both Russia and the Ukraine, Israel and the enemies. There I know, I remove my mind in the world power. There is no, any person that is telling you about justice is a liar. The world is never built on justice. It's never built on justice. Anything you are doing, you have to fight. I mean, as a people, you have to fight and get it. If you think that they can give us anything on the platter of gold, all roses, no, you are lying. You are lying. Stop being deceived by religion. That God will do it, and He will do it in a miraculous way. Which miraculous way? Stop encouraging yourself in stupidity. Let us join hands together, support the ESN. Let us rise up together and support IPOB in one way or the other. That is the miracle. Nothing more. Nothing more. Because what these people fear is the rising of the people. Once the people, majority of the people rise up. Once, if you say, for example, demonstration, let us protest for Biafra in Washington, you see how many millions of Biafrans are living in America? Everybody will gather, come from far and near in America and come, and when they see crowd, they say, no, these people are serious. In England, the same thing. In Italy, the same thing. The whole crowds everywhere, Biafrans. That is one of the things that will solve this. But when they see Biafrans in Spain, they see 20 people carrying tag flag. We are Biafrans fighting for your kingdom. You go to America, you see 5 people carry flag. We are Biafrans. As in Nnamdi, they are not serious, I beg. The miracle is the population. When people see the need for us to do what we are doing, to support what we are doing. And why I also become annoyed against these people that don't support us. What is your problem? Can you come and be talking why we shouldn't be fighting for Biafra? No, let us dialogue. Let us debate. Okay, you are for one Nigeria. Okay, as an Igbo man, as an Ijaw man, let us debate on why you. Okay, tell us the advantages of being in Nigeria. We debate it. That is the thing. But when you cannot come, you can say, you cannot debate. You don't want to support. You are nowhere. What do you think? A slave. A slave. Donald Trump is trying to gather the slave coasts, the original slave coast people. Are you hearing me? The Europeans, they named Ivory Coast, which it is still bearing till today, because it is a place filled up with elephants. Remember that Ivory Coast you are hearing today. Do you remember the name of their football team, soccer team? Do you remember? Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. Do you think they call them elephant for nothing? It is still the Europeans that slaughter the elephant almost out of extinction there. Do you know that? That's why they name it Ivory Coast. And it's stuck today, till today. Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire. Now they named Ghana Gold Coast, but Kwame Nkrumah quickly removed the name and named it Ghana. Remember, Ghana today you are hearing it has nothing to do with the old Ghana Empire, please. The old Ghana Empire was situated, I think, on the northeast of Mauritania and Mali, that side. That was a Kwame Nkrumah checked and said, you want the name of a country, an African country. He's a Pan-Africanist. He wanted to develop Ghana, the Gold Coast, or former Gold Coast. But the same West destroyed him and removed him from power. Using one of the people, Kotoka, that military man, they named the Kotoka Airport, the Ghana Airport. He's one of the killers of Ghana. They named the airport today, the International Ghana Airport, for you to see how black people are. People don't ask questions. So, Kwame Nkrumah checked which name will he call that place that is African. He checked and said, okay, let me name this place, the old Ghana Parike before, which has nothing to do with the country they are in today. Because the old Ghana Empire, some people might be thinking is Ghana today. No. The same way you have Dahomey, old Dahomey, now Benin Republic. Benin Republic has nothing to do with Benin. They named Benin Republic to the same, because I think it's the first president of Benin, Dahomey, that was killed in a military coup by sorry, it's not him. It's not him. I wanted to talk about Togo. Yes, Yadema, not him. So, Benin Republic, they renamed Dahomey Benin Republic. Benin Republic, they took it for the old Benin Empire. Benin you are seeing in Edo State today. Because the same way Kwame Nkrumah taught, the same way the Dahomey, president of Dahomey that time, thought also, say, let us name an African kingdom that Barike. So they gave him Benin Republic. So it has nothing to do with the real Benin. Benin is in Benin Edo. Are you hearing me? So we must make sure, in order to concentrate and not to fall prey to distraction or distractors. Because this struggle, there are different people with different interests. There are many people inside in this struggle with different interests. I'm telling you. I'm telling you honestly. Sometimes when you see and hear all these things inside, if you get in the struggle, if you are not genuine, you just fall out. Or you say, Naka, manipulate or go from this struggle with this struggle. If you are not strong. But that is the thing. So when you hear people that are making distractions or trying to please, no, disregard them and let us concentrate on moving on. Because if we fail, it's we that fail. It's not Satan that made us to fail. If we succeed, it's we that succeed. We are responsible for our actions and inactions. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go as usual, normally, into few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back. Please.
Igbo ndị ọma njem ọnụ ekele m unu ọlụọlọ Nneka Chimezie na-ekwu anyị ka na-ewetara unu ọnọdụ Igbo. Tata bụ mbọsị ụka and anyị ga-ekwu ihe gbasara ụka. Enwe na platform ebe m nọ mmadụ esend ya message ebe Pope Roman Catholic Pope kwuru sị ka si mepesha ụlọ ụka niile ka the Catholic faithfuls bịa na-ekpe decades of chaplets maka ọgụ a nọrọ na Middle East. M wee gụchaa ihe a were decide ya ka m kwuo okwu maka ya. Ọgụ Middle East nwa bidoro ka ndị Israel na ndị Iran bido war. Then akpozi oku ka ekpewe ekpere. Anụmajụ onye Catholics ọ na Pope anaghị anụ ya ka ọ na-anye esoghị eja imeji iwu na chọọchị a na-abịa abịa eja imezi iwu anyị esoghị ndị Igbo ole ihe niile a na-egbu. In fact, a study emere kịta wụ na the highest place a na-persecute Christians right now wụ na Nigeria, right from Middle Belt down to Ala Igbo. Ihe ndị Igbo anyị na-aghọtahụ na enwere jihad already present. Ihe ịhụrụ a na-egbu ma ndị amị emuvuru ma ndị otu asịrịkụbụ emuvuru. Ihe awụ ha plan this jihad very well, and Britain they are aware of it. Anyị egbu na-achụsịsị ndị a na-achụsịsị ịga n'ọsọ ụgba na ndị mmadụ agbala ọsọ be ha. Ọ na Pope afọ dị ya tinye anyị n'ekpere. Egburu mmadụ ole na Anambra steeti, egburu mmadụ ole n'Imo steeti. Ọ naghị anụ ya ka ọwụ ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ na fada na ndị bishọp ọwụ na anaghị ahụ ya tụrụ ụgwọ ha esochi anyị n'ekpere. O ruole mgbe anyị ga-amara ihe. Just some questions. Gịnị ka chọọchị ewetara anyị? Eji ya meji iwu ka chọọchị ọwa an instrument of colonization? Maka nyocha m na-enyocha awụ otu ndị obodo ndị ọzọ ji ekpe chọọchị, especially Orthodox, abụrụ ka anyị si ekpe. For instance, ị gaa na Spain, achọ iti ndị Spain mmiri chukwu, etie ha n'aha ha. Ị gaa n'Italy, ị gaghị ahụ onye Italy a na-eti mmiri chukwu gụọ ya aha ndị French. Ị gaa na French, achọ iti ha mmiri chukwu, etie ya n'aha ndị be ha. Ihe ọbụla gbasara ụka ha na-akawo na their language. Ebutezie ya n'Afrịka, the first na-ebu ụzọ mebe bụ eji iti anyị mmiri chukwu, eti anyị mmiri chukwu n'afa ndị ọcha. So ihe ahụ mean owo at a time aha Igbo apụọ, because onye agụrụ nna ya David, ụmụ ya ga-azawazi David. So agbụrụ Igbo apụgo. Ọ na ndị Igbo dị smart enough, ha gaa na chọọchị ịgụcha nke chọọchị, ha lọtazie ha gụọ nke Igbo. Enwere ebe ị ga-aga ugbu a na aha ndị Igbo aha na-aza awụ aha bekee, n'ihi na nna ha enweghị aha Igbo. Ọwụ aha eji tie ya mmiri chukwu nwa aha bekee. Ilekwa anya ihu na ma mgbe a na-alụ Biafran war, ma ahụhụ niile na mmegbu niile emegburu ndị Igbo, as Christians anyị enwetabeghị that support gosiri na ihe awụ Christian faithfuls. Ị ga-akpa ndị Muslim aka, ndị otu ha from Saudi Arabia, from Iraq, from Iran na-amalite jihad a na-eme na Nigeria today, a na-sponsor all over the world, all Islam. Ka eji ya kpatazi na Christianity nke butere anyị n'Africa, leadership si ebe ahụ na-abịa. In fact, Orthodox Church wu ndị bidoro attacking our custom and tradition. Ha nwa from imebisi ịchụla omenala anyị na ịchịla ụsọ okpukperechi nke m chọpụtara ugbu a nọ na Baịbụl, wu okpukperechi ndị Igbo sef nwe ya nọ na Baịbụl karịa doctrine eji convert to Christianity. Gịnị ka m na-agwa ndị Igbo today? Ma ndị fada ụnụwu ndị Igbo, ma ndị bishọp ụnụwu ndị Igbo, ma ndị pastọ ụnụwu ndị Igbo, were na nwayọọ tụlee nyocha the effect of religion. As ọ dị mma, anyị agaghị achụla ya, mana ọ dị m ka anyị ga-enyocha ya enyocha, hazie ya ọfụma, maka na chọọchị ebutere anyị wu a tool for colonization. So a haziri a doctrine nke ebutere anyị just to colonize and control us. So ọ bụ na ọ ka aka mma, ọ baghị uru na ịfụcha eziokwu, I can deceive onwe anyị. At this point in our life, ọ bụ na ndị Igbo anyị kafuru eziokwu ihe gbasara religion, can deceive onwe anyị. Ọ na-adị m ka ụzọ a ebe anyị na-aga katara aka, and anyị nwere ike sota ala Igbo luzo agbụrụ anyị, ma omenala anyị, ma asụsụ anyị, ma ihe niile. O ruole mgbe anyị ga-elite onye ọbụla wepụgoro interest nke ya, ka anyị jikọọ na aka ọnụ mara ihe anyị mere onwe anyị. Biko chaplet ahụ nọ na-aga ikpe na chọọchị bụgodo n'ụzọ kpebere ya ndị Igbo. Anyị nwa bụgodo ndị a na-egbu, ndị a na-amasịsị isi. Oge mpempe ka anyị kpewere ọrọchi ekpere ka ha convert ya. Mana ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na nsogbu a na-ya na mmekpa enwebeghị development. M ga-asị ndị Italy ma ndị Catholic ma ndị ihe nwere as a body bịa nye anyị nkwado kwesịrị na ọnes ma ụmụnne anyị ndị fara ndị gazi ebe ahụ ghọta ihe na-eme, ha na-ewere locha enyemaka otu dị aṅụ. Enwebeghị nsogbu anyị nwere Catholic ma Anglican ma ndị Pentecostal apụta as a body ikwudo anyị sọpọt anyị, mana ndị Hausa omebe ha ndị Muslim ha apụta as a body iji kwado ha. O ruole mgbe anyị niile ga-ejikọ na aka ọnụ nyocha ụmụ ihe niile ndị enyocha tupu o merụ anyị ahụ. Ka o mesịa.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House Service. Coming through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra Land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 5th day of the 7th month, being July 2025. Tata Bo Obochi Orie. Our lines are now open. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Once more, our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view. You can also disagree, and we have a robust debate as brothers, because we must engage in debate in order for superior arguments to rule and for us to learn from each other. As the clip I played from our Iron Lady, n'oge erugo mgbe anyị ga-enyocha ihe ebutere anyị si na okpukperechi is a tool for colonization, and that is it. Caller on WhatsApp, you are the first caller. Can you hear me? Please start by giving us your name and where you are calling from, if you may. There were Mazi. There were.
In fact, I will be the motor Hambo Chukwemeka calling from the capital of the zoo.
The zoological jungle, fact, primitive jungle republic.
I'm telling you. In fact, words alone cannot say it. It was when bread because you were from Sunday to the youth to the choir. We felt like with you.
Mazi, your voice is cutting and cutting. I know you are in that damnable zoological primitive republic. But if you can move around, maybe it will be better.
Okay, is it better now?
It's better. It's better. Highly better, please, because we want to hear everything you are saying. Go on.
So, born in this place, wake up in the morning from in the Anglican church in those days, from Anglican Children Ministry. We went to choir. From the choir, we went to youth. From you went to knighthood. Oh man, this bondage, we are so much that you don't even know what to do. Is it better now?
Yeah, go on.
Better now?
Yes, I don't know. I don't need to use any gadget. You remove it.
No, I have already disconnected it from the gadget.
Okay, go on. I think it's a bit better. Go on, Ganiru.
This is where we find ourselves. And you know the funniest thing is that this religion, now, it is 99% of, in fact, in this struggle, religion lie down. Because I want to talk about it. Hey, God, the Christ. God, the church. It has made a lot of people less in Igbo land. In Igbo land. I am telling you, my brother. So it has done a lot of damage, but the member, it is entering. We keep keeping on. We keep on. Because if we have been done 5 years ago, have been missed. But there has to be the orientation and because I will tell you, 5 years ago, the real fact, maybe hundreds of them. Today, more than 20 million. Those who have come to real light. It is not religion. The world. There is a way people behave. There is a way, the way of the world politics is played somehow. Not this one. And they play every day. I play. Church every day. I get parent church. The governor is killing you. Asking, put them in prayers. No, Obindi is not Chineke naka. Obindi na church. All manner of stupid in their religion. it is going. And this entering, Stenike Chineke, we are going to win. Udo dịrị ka ndị ọzọ chance.
There we Mazi. Thank you very much. Caller on signal. Caller, hey, my goodness me. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Are you there, please?
But the sound is not coming out. I don't know why.
Mazi, it is from you. They go on.
Yeah, but from signal I cannot. Normally I'm supposed to get sound out.
Mazi, your voice is coming out. Please go on.
I don't know why.
Now, when you regulate your problem, now you call back. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Oh, no person is there. Caller on WhatsApp. Who do I pick? Caller on WhatsApp. Is it? MC. Do not be dismayed. They will be coming up shortly. And as soon as they are all here, we will kick off. Therefore, we must continue in dispensing this good news. Please stay tuned for just few minutes in a jiffy. There one.
I like the way you do it. It don't play for their eye. Them never know say I go live in Biafra. Now him I want you, now him they give me joy. Now him I love, Biafra is my passion. Them never know say Biafra will become life. I say them never know say Biafra. I feel the peace, they never know. Biafra will become life. Hey, they never know say Biafra will become life. Biafra will become like this. Biafra will become like this. Biafra will become like this. They never know say